I'm Nina Concepcion.
I'm Katherine Moore-Taylor.
And we are obsessed!
Obsessed is a comedy podcast about your hyperfixations, the ones that keep you up at night, hijack your group chats, or send you down a rabbit hole.
Each episode, we deep dive and unpack the niche interests you just can't get your mind off of. No obsession is too weird when you're among friends.
Hooray!
Hooray!
We just filmed a trailer for our show this month. We always try to put out a Instagram reel or whatever the couple days before our show, and Nina pulled it out in 10 minutes. So thank you for that.
Of course. I just read this book called Mind Your Body by Nicole Sachs, who is a therapist, and she has what's that acronym? LCW, LSW, maybe, I don't know, social work. I'm butchering those.
I don't know. But, that sounds right to me.
Anyway, it was incredible. It's about curing chronic pain and chronic anxiety and soothing your nervous system. Because the story that I'm no longer choosing to believe is that I'm an anxious person. My entire life, I've identified as a super anxious human being. That was a story that was told to me since I was a baby. I was a nervous baby. I was colicky. I'm stopping my 36th year. I just turned 36 last week. I refuse to believe that I'm an anxious person anymore. I'm a person who experiences anxiety. And that's something we just do as humans. It's just part of our human story. Mm-hmm. So this book has really, and so I am in it. It's teaches you a specific way of journaling that's very similar to the artist's way in a lot of ways. But it's a very specific journaling technique you do every day for 20 minutes, followed by 10 minutes of meditation every day. I just did 28 days straight is her challenge. And then I'm on I'm over a month now. And it's really this true and tested way to heal everything from like migraines to fibromyalgia to pelvic pain to just anxiety and OCD. And it sounds I feel I've joined a cult and I'm I've drank the Kool-Aid, but I joined the community, the online, you get access to a Facebook group or whatever, and people tell, and her podcast is incredible, and just, I don't know, I'm on this journey. And I was saying before you arrived that and this was very big for me, I flushed my Xanax down the toilet. Per my therapist. I wasn't doing it please don't, if you're on medication, don't just suddenly
we are not
decide.
This is just
this is the first time we've told anyone.
Yes. No, but my therapist was I think you should break up with Xanax, which is really hard for me. And I don't take it every day, but I did kind of coming out of this really dark, hard time where I took Xanax almost every day. And the amount, it is so addictive. It's insane. Because it is the best drug ever created. It is unbelievable.
It sounds awesome.
It is, but I'm also breaking up with the identity, this story that I told myself that I need it. And that I'm the friend who's yay Xanax, which I do think it's for a specific reason. Yes, I'm glad it exists, but anyway. So that's what I'm upset.
And
Thank
happy
you.
Birthday.
Thank you. I'm trying to heal. It's so hard.
I'm changing my obsession. I'm going to keep it in the theme. The story I'm breaking up with myself over, that I'm obsessed with breaking up with myself over, is that I'm not a writer.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I've really decided a mantra that I have to make for myself is I am a rigorous writer. I am consistent in my writing.
You are a writer.
I am a writer. It's I've literally written things before, but I've never identified as a writer. And I had
that's insane as someone who loves fan fiction and someone I'm as Octavia Spencer says in Never Been Kissed, and she has one line and she says, "Girl, you are a writer."
Girl, you are
to Drew Barrymore.
Oh,
that's you. That's
her.
you.
Oh.
She's her coworker. Octavia Spencer.
That's freaking crazy.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
We should do an obsessed show about best cameos or people before they were famous.
That's a great episode idea.
No, but I'm breaking up with that idea because I am a writer, and I think I had this idea that I'm not one because I lack discipline, I lack consistency or something. And I am just holding myself to figuring out what my writing ritual is, and maybe it's not I wake up at 7:30 and I have tea and I have to write. Good for you if that's you. That I'm so jealous of you. I literally resent you because I'm jealous. But that's not me.
Yeah.
So I'm I've been really into figuring out what my like writing process is because I am a writer.
Yes, you are.
I'm breaking up the idea that I'm not.
And there's no one way to write and find your practice and ritual and whatever. So I'm very proud of you. That's huge.
I'm proud of you.
That's huge. Huge. I love it.
I love
it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, our guests this week.
I'm so excited. Let me tell you a thing or two.
She's an icon. She's a legend.
Alice Brenner. She writes for UCB for the mod teams. She hosts the Anime Expo at the beautiful Los Angeles Convention Center. You did our live show.
I did.
You talked
a while
about
ago.
Grotz bags.
That's what it was. I was trying to remember what it was. Was she a British witch? Like PBS style? Australian.
But she's also my Halloween costume this year.
Screaming.
That's
She, for the viewers who don't know, I don't know who that would be.
Can you imagine someone not knowing who
doesn't know who Grot Bags is? I'm sure as some people said that, people jumped in their cars. They said, "Oh my God, Grot Bags!" No way.
What's Grot Bags?
Grot Bags is, well, I like you're saying what's Grot Bags as if it's not a person.
Who is Grot Bags?
Grot Bags is an idea.
So sorry, Grot Bags is
Grot Bags is from a TV show called like Emu's World or something. It's like an Australian TV show in the 90s. And the show is like about this like Australian guy and he's got a talking emu puppet. And very Australian. And then she would be like, I gotta take all the kids and make them mad or something. I don't know. Her objective was always unclear.
It's so unclear. She's just a force of chaos.
But she was also like, to me, a Broadway star.
Yeah.
She was very like, what's the word? Like, she would always sing behind a green screen to like the biggest Broadway tunes you've ever heard from pre-1960.
Yes.
And it was like, I was like, okay, I see where like Barbara Streisand got her influence, you know.
Little Bernadette Peters,
Yes,
perhaps.
Bette Midler. Like
Yeah.
I see a lot of these influences.
Wow.
Yeah, I love her so
Grot
much.
Bags. Is she alive still? No, this was like in the 70s.
She was old when it was happening.
What an icon.
Maybe she is. No, I think I read a Facebook post that she was
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
That's how I found out. I did like a deep dive, and it was only on Facebook.
One of like an all-star obsessed performance, I feel.
Yeah,
And
it's
like
one of the
obsession.
tops.
Like that is like so
Bags?
oh for sure. So
yours.
niche. Because when people get like that weird with specifics in like a thing, and you're like, holy shit, this like aired some I don't know. It's just like that is the whole spirit of our show. I feel like.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you nailed it.
I'm really good at finding like niche internet things. That's like I was like a Homestuck kid. I was like very like into that like 2010s internet world and like the which obviously brings us into the thing we talk about today.
Yes,
but
I love
like
it.
Grot
Please.
Bags is like so niche internet. I don't know how I found her. I think I was just going down like a Little Shop of Horrors hole.
Yes.
And it was her singing Mean Green Mother from Outer Space.
Oh my God.
And she doesn't like sing it. She does like that thing that like people who can't sing do, which is like kind of scream.
Yeah.
You know?
So for that show,
But
it
there's
works.
like a tune.
Yeah. And for Little Shop of Horrors, that makes sense.
Yeah,
like
and,
it totally works.
And like she sold it, and it was behind a green screen, and it was
my God,
all like
she's
opposing colors. And what was crazy is that she herself was painted green, but yet it was on a green screen. I want to know how they did that.
Think about the technical disaster.
No, really, for this Australian public access
the
show.
90s.
I can't.
Is it from the 80s? The 90s?
I think it's from the 90s, 80s,
Oh,
or
it's from
70s.
the 90s.
It's from one of those,
It's either from the 70s or it could be the 90s.
90s.
It's hard to tell.
but definitely not the 2000s.
Definitely not. Yeah. Those are 20
Not the
year.
60s.
No. It's the 70s and up at some point.
You've kind of answered this already, but
Yeah.
would you say you're an obsessive person? Do you identify as an obsessive person?
I do. I think I am. I'm an obsessive person.
I love it.
If you look at my phone, there are like hundreds of photos of a locked door to make sure I didn't leave, and like make sure my gas is turned off.
Yeah.
And also, I am someone who like will latch onto a thing for like 3 months, spend
Yeah.
way too much money on it, and then like never revisit it again.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I get obsessed with like a thing, and like I'll do it for like I'll listen to like a song on repeat
Yep,
for a month, and I
same.
won't
That's
listen
me
to
too.
anything else.
Same.
And like that'll be my personality. Like,
Yeah.
it'll influence my clothing. It'll influence like what I'm ingesting, like the things I'm watching, like all this stuff. And like it's like, and then like a month later, I'll be like, I'm bored.
Wow. I think that I think a lot of artists are naturally obsessive people. I think that makes like perfect sense. And yeah, it just like, I feel like, yes, duh. That's why. Yeah.
I have been trying really hard to like not listen to my obsessive songs right now because I'll like burn out.
What are they?
over them.
Can I ask?
Yeah. I'll be your crying
Okay,
Wait,
Edwin McCain.
What are they? And you start singing.
Yeah.
Edwin McCain. Ooh, actually, we should talk about what everyone should tell what your obsessive songs are right now, because I have a few that yes.
Perfect. Let's go around. Mine is I'll Be.
Okay.
I'm also really obsessed with the Dawson's Creek theme song right now. And I'm also loving the K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack.
I've been wanting to watch that.
I need to watch it
for a while.
You haven't.
I know, it's shocking because I'm not. Can I say something? This is something that shocks everyone. I'm not crazy into K-pop.
Wow.
That is shocking, because I definitely thought you were. But that's me generalizing maybe a specific.
Well, can I tell you something? And this is my fear. I know that if I started, I wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Because I was really into J-pop for a while, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like they
I'm not into K-pop at all, but and I feel like I
love K-pop.
I know. I think I'm open to it. I'm overwhelmed by the fandom.
to it?
I'm overwhelmed by the lore.
It's a lot.
I don't know. But okay, so my three are three small words from the Josie and the Pussycat soundtrack.
Gorgeous.
Wait, no, that was really mainly. Oh, the song from the original Freaky Friday that Lindsay Lohan sings.
Oh,
Ultimate,
yeah, the rock song,
you're it, you're the ultimate.
Yeah.
It's automatic. I'm sure of it. No lie. Okay.
Wow,
Yeah. So
I
we're having
haven't
like a
thought of
really
that for 15
nostalgic, and then suddenly Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors on repeat.
Which part do you sing?
A treat to suddenly Seymour. That's my Ellen Green
really good.
impression.
That's really good.
I've been really practicing because my dream is to karaoke it with a really good Seymour. And then I can bust out my Ellen Green impression,
Yes.
which
And
is what I just did.
That was really good.
Yes, thank you.
What are your hyperfixation songs
Right now, it is You Know What They Do to Guys Like Us in Prison by My Chemical Romance. I've been
Wait, is that an old song?
That's like 2004.
They're like on the Warped Tour, baby. They're back.
No,
NCR never left.
And I went and it rocked
Was it?
my world.
It was good.
It was so.
I saw them in Warped Tour in high school.
That I'm jealous of.
Gerard, his brother is sexy.
I was too young to see them at their peak, and I'm so bummed about it.
Oh my God, are you young? How old are you? Can I
I
ask
just
you?
turned 27.
A baby. I am 9 years older than
so
you.
successful for
Am I?
I'm shook. Not that you
Everyone's
look
surprised.
older than that, but it's like, yeah, I think it's because in LA, like, I don't know. I'm
Everyone
like,
assumes you're 30.
what the hell?
Everyone
I
assumes
assume
you're 30.
And I assume everyone's my age. I assume everyone's like in their 30s.
Well, everyone I know is like in their 30s.
Yeah.
And everyone who's my age,
Like,
I don't love.
You're a baby.
I
They're
feel like
sad.
also the thing, like, I feel like if you're like riding on a mod team, I'm not saying that you have to be like in your 30s to do that, but in my head, it's like,
Yeah, it just feels
that's something that like a 35-year-old is doing, and you're like out
A
here.
35-year-old is doing it, to be clear. And they're feeling sad.
And they're,
that
I was
I'm
gonna
27.
say, when you hit 35 on these, you're probably like, God, I wish I was on network TV.
And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
it's too late.
It's-
I'm coming for it. And I'm younger.
I love, well, you know what? There were hints when you were like 2010s internet culture, and I was like, this person is much younger than me.
Yeah, I was like a Tumblr kid. I like just got old enough when like MySpace was dying to then get them. Like that's when like Tumblr was starting and like Facebook and everything.
Yeah.
And so like I was never on MySpace, but like I was a big Omegle. Which was a trap.
I love this.
Okay, what are your other two hyperfixation songs?
Right now, Hungry Like a Wolf, Duran Duran.
Great song.
I'm listening to it a lot. I was listening to it nonstop on the drive here.
I love that.
Actually.
Great.
Okay. If you're still with us, you're one of us, and we saved something extra just for you.
Sorry, I don't know. We are reading more of our old fanfic live with commentary.
Will we regret this? Yes. Will you enjoy it? Also, yes.
Join us on backdrop.fm for the full meltdown, plus exclusive content, early drops, and member-only bonus episodes. I'm nervous because we're reading mine.
Your credit report is your adult report card. Problem is that we don't teach credit in school. And most parents are too busy or overwhelmed to sit down and say, hey, here's exactly how this works. I'm Harry Jacobs. I'm the founder of Credit Restoration of Nevada and host of The Credit Show. I've served as an expert witness on nearly 100 credit reporting error and debt collection cases, and I've spent years doing nothing but working on credit reports. If you want to finally understand credit and fix yours, check out the Credit Show podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Okay, so what are we talking about today?
Alice told me that she loves anime.
I do, which makes sense by everything I just said, I think.
Yeah, I think it checks out.
Yeah.
I think it checks out. And I love anime as well.
Yes.
And like, Nina, what do you know about anime?
Anime, I didn't grow up like really watching it, although I think I had this anime, now that I remember, VHS of the Grimm fairy tales, and I watched it on repeat, and I recently found it on YouTube and watched it. I was like, oh, this is anime, like the style, and I'm pretty sure it is, because I looked it up. But then just the Studio Ghibli movies is my...
Which ones have you seen? All of them?
I've seen, so on that marathon we did My Neighbor, I'm going to butcher the emphasis syllable, Totoro?
Yeah.
Totoro.
Okay. My favorite one made me yes. Princess
Mononoke.
Mononoke.
So good.
Howl's Moving Castle.
That one's great.
And Spirited Away.
You've seen the
those are the big
iconic
ones.
ones.
Yeah, and also I loved Kiki's Delivery Service when I was little.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
loved
I think.
Kiki's
I think
Delivery
that is like the movie I put on when I'm like, I just need something on that will like
So
comfort.
cozy.
That's in the top 4.
How long have you loved anime? How did you get
It's
into
recent, weirdly enough. It's not, I didn't grow up with anime. I was like a Cartoon Network kid. I didn't watch a lot of anime. I was like a Gleek. I was like all these things. And in the pandemic, which is like, so there's a lot of conversation in the anime community about like whether that makes you a poser or not. If like you start, there's like because it used to not be cool. And I feel like anime is kind of cool now. And
It is cool
and
now.
like I think people are like, oh, you didn't like it when you were made fun of for it, and I'm like, yeah, but also like the anime from the 2000s is like also horrific to women, and it's like kind of a little better now. And like I guess it's like now there's more access to it, and so like I was watching all this anime because I was like depressed, and also like I got like downloaded TikTok, and like for some reason my For You page really gravitated towards like the cosplay community. And like that was like also like at the same time I was like starting to explore my gender and like my transition and all these things. And so I was like, okay, I'm seeing all these cosplays. What the fuck are they from? Like, will I, if I'm liking this sort of content, I'll probably like what they're getting it from. So let me start watching.
Wow.
And that's kind of how that all started.
What
It
was
was
like your
anime.
gateway anime?
Weirdly enough, One Punch Man, which is a parody of anime. So there were like jokes I didn't get because it was making fun of anime structure. And then I was like, oh, that's so funny. I'm sure that's a joke.
How would you describe anime structure? What does that mean?
Well, it was like
I know that
parodying,
that's
like,
a very,
specifically,
like-
shonen, I felt, which is very like a boy or a man gets a bunch of powers overnight and he's unequipped to have these powers. And he's so strong, and he's got to fight everyone in the universe, including God. And then they're like, "You can't beat me." And the boy's like, "I don't know if I can." And then he beats him every single time, and it happens 500 more episodes.
That's like Pokemon.
Yes,
Basically.
yes.
Ash is always like, I'm not strong enough.
And then he's strong enough
And then
every time.
Strolls
Every time.
into town, goes into these stadiums, and like little Pikachu defeats everybody every
It's like
time.
10 episodes of them being like, I don't know if I can do this. And it's like, I feel like at this point you should have a little bit more confidence in yourself.
I have a feeling you can. I feel like you could maybe do it.
And so One Punch Man is just like a parody of that. It's just like a guy who can kill everybody with one punch. And they're like, you're not going to kill me with one punch.
Is it a TV show?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Because there is a whole like I'm not even thinking about anime TV shows. I mean, there's like Clash of the Titans, right? Is that anime?
Oh, yeah.
That's a big
Attack on
one.
Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Yes, that was a
that
crazy
is like
one.
a huge one I see because I'm deep in the Tumblr space
Sure.
still.
And that's been on that's big about it.
And so, like, the Tumblr girlies, like, there's so much crossover between the fandoms I enjoy and, like, Tumblr writer, anime fanfiction writers,
Totally.
you know? And so I see it all the time on my Tumblr For You page of, like, this is some, and it always looks like fucking gut wrenching.
It's always crazy.
And there's this anime, we can get into it, but there was one that I really just wanted to watch. It's like Graveyard of
Do you remember the Fireflies?
Fireflies.
Oh, that's true.
Is that the
I
most
think.
like?
No,
Yeah, it is.
Studio
It is
Ghibli.
from the
Is it?
80s, and someone was like, "This is the most
really
devastating
fucked up.
movie." And like, that's something about anime I do love is like, I love being emotionally destroyed, and I feel like the movie Katherine showed at your birthday.
Oh yeah. So for my birthday this year, I rented out the small theater at Vidiot's.
That's a great birthday. I've done this before. It's so fun.
It's so fun.
It's a great
Got
party.
the idea from Nina's husband actually, because he does this, and I was like, I love that idea, and I didn't tell anyone what movie I was showing. I was like, we're gonna watch my favorite movie.
Yeah.
The movie will be revealed at when I press play, and
And it's fucked up.
no, it's not fucked up. It's
beautiful. It destroyed me in the best way.
What is it?
It's called Your Name. Kimi no Na wa Bamakoto.
And the music, the soundtrack of that major song that plays in the beginning will definitely be on my Spotify.
That
played.
movie is heartbreaking.
I know.
It's so good.
What's the new one? Did you see Weathering with You? And then
I haven't seen
Suzune?
any of his other ones, and they're in the same universe.
Yes, and they're all like pretty
Name
girl
is
with fantastical thing.
Yeah, and like a timey-wimey.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
And the
Little
boy's like,
Doctor
I
Who.
can't stay with you.
Oh my god, it's so sad. No, but that's my favorite movie.
It's so good.
And so I like forced a bunch of my friends who don't really know about anime and would not have come if I had told them this is the movie.
You're showing like a 2-hour anime movie.
Yes,
I'd be like,
yes.
I would come because I love you so much. But there are people that you'd be like, and Kyle does the same thing. My husband surprises. He always picks a really bad, like Mac and Me. He showed,
Mac and Me's great.
yeah, like because it's like you don't want to tell anyone. You have to
You wanna
spring it on
punish them for showing
You want to
up.
punish them for being
For
your
having
friend
faith
and
in
loving
you.
you. Yes. So I am like totally open to. I do love. I want to watch way more anime, but it's one of those things too where it's just not the first thing I think of when I reach. And also just animated in general usually, and I'm really trying to. That's the story I'm not going to tell about to myself anymore. That I am not an animation person. Like, why not?
I love animation. I grew up with
Yeah.
it. It is like my favorite thing. I want to write for animation. I love it just so much. It is the best. Some of the I grew up watching like SpongeBob movie and like Sympathy for River, all these things are like so
Yes.
formative to me. And like
King of the Hill. Did you ever
I
get
just
into
started King of the Hill
We're
recently.
rewatching the original.
It's pretty good.
It's so fucking funny.
surprised.
Bobby Hill, one of my number one favorite fictional characters of all time.
It was like a show growing up on Adult Swim. I remember like
Yeah.
I was in that like edgy 13-year-old phase where I liked Family Guy and like South Park and stuff. And like
Yeah.
it just never appealed to me because it seemed so like grown up and like grounded. And like now that I'm watching it, it's like, oh, this is so good. This is so funny.
It's so fun. It's worth it for Bobby alone
No,
too.
he's so funny.
Pamela Adlon is so good.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, I love animation. I watched a lot of animation, and then I got into anime. I watched like a bunch of Studio Ghibli movies in the pandemic, and then I got into the anime TV shows. And I will say those are like different things.
Okay.
I do think that like Studio Ghibli is different than like an anime show. I do think they are anime. I think they're in the same family.
Yeah.
But like if you like Ponyo, I'm not gonna like be like, oh yeah, you really gotta watch Naruto.
Yes. Yeah, it's a whole. It's a style.
Yes, it's a style.
And there's
That's
so much
true.
that goes into it.
And I feel like the style of anime that's like the very like expression and like the formula isn't always
big
in Studio
eyes.
Ghibli.
Because I saw the Lord of the Rings anime that came
okay.
out.
Yeah.
Legend of Rahim. I freaking slapped. It was great. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings head though.
Okay, sure.
But I love anime fight sequences.
So good.
And this one had a really strong female lead, which we just love a badass queen. It was really good. It's long, but it's good.
When I
It was
was
long.
I'm watching One Piece, so
You're watching One Piece
I'm
right now?
Trying.
that's like
I'm like on
so
episode
many
like
seasons.
670. I'm on the what is it? The arc where I forget because I had to take a break. But like the arc, have you seen it?
So no, I have not dived into what. Here's my thing with anime. I was super into it when I was younger.
Yes.
Like I loved Sailor Moon. I loved Cardcaptor Sakura. Like
Yeah.
5th grade me, I was like, anime is my thing. And it's not that I mean, I still like really love it and care. Obviously, I like showed an anime film, but I'm not like up to date on all the new ones.
Sure,
But like historically, anime was sort of one of my first obsessions.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
special. I love that. Because when did it really? I mean, because do you know like how far back it goes? Like
I think
80s?
there's like it's
70s?
like in 70s. I think I remember like I did like a read, but this is not super informative. I think the biggest one was like Astro Boy was like the
Astro
first
Boy
really big
is-
anime. And then
Akira was a really-
well, Akira was like I think the biggest anime movie, and that like kind of
What year was that?
either late 80s or early 90s.
Because it kind of makes sense for Catherine and I's generation, right? Like I was born in 1989, so it's like Yeah, like that grim fairy tale anime thing. Like my mom found that probably at Goodwill on a VHS, and like
and had no clue.
No clue. I feel like we like are the generation that is like getting. I don't know. Like it makes sense to me that you as a little girl like found this thing and were like, I'm hooked onto it.
Well, I also loved that like a lot of animes, or the ones that were like being marketed to me as like a kid with no cable TV. They were all like magic girl stories.
Yeah.
Like
Katherine loves the trope of magic girl.
I love them.
We talked about
one magic girl story. We should do a whole episode on it.
I know.
It just like, I'm such a sucker for it. I think it's so fun to think of like, I'm just like a 12-year-old girl with a secret, and I like have access to this world. Like I just love it so much, and anime really like
it really cements that. I feel really.
Well, okay, what are like your top 5?
Okay, so are we including manga?
Yes, let's include manga.
So what's that?
Like
it's
it's like the book form of it.
Yes.
And then most anime gets adapted from
a manga
it's usually
book.
like pretty panel to panel.
Yeah.
And it's like a comic style?
Yeah, it's like comic style.
Graphic novels.
Yeah. But like it's in that like panel form and like it's
right.
drawn.
I've definitely got it.
Okay, I think I would be remiss if I didn't say Neon Genesis. I think I love that one so much.
It's like sci-fi.
It
battling robots.
Rocks my world.
Look at the artwork.
It's so fun. I watch it whenever I'm like really depressed and want to feel bad about myself.
That girl with like the long red
Yes.
hair.
Only one season?
Asuka?
1995?
Yeah, it's one season and then a movie, and then there's like 4 new movies.
I've seen people cosplay that, I think.
And it's tough because they're like 13 years old canonically, and then you go to Anime Expo and there's a lot of drawings of those that are
sexualized.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. In the 18 and up section too, and it's really fucked up. And I'm not supportive of that, but it sells.
Neon Genesis actually is like it feels like an original sort of like Hunger Games / even like Fourth Wing, but only because it's like they go to like military battle school.
Yes.
They're like, you are the chosen few. We have to like put you through a training program, basically.
Wow.
And the kid the entire time, I don't want to do it. And he like wants to kill himself the entire show. And then they're like, it's like, no, keep going, Shinji. And he's like, I want to die. And then the movie happens, and I'll just say that. Have you seen End of Eva?
I saw the movie.
Yeah, the finale movie.
Yes.
And I'm just confirming that the Grimm's Fairy Tale Classics was an anime. I just looked it up. It was this Grimm's Fairy Tale Classics, and it was just so weird. And it's from Nippon Animation. I don't know. Anyway, I knew it because when I watched it, I was like, this is. So that was my earliest introduction to anime, and I was obsessed. I wore that VHS out.
For sure.
Obsessed.
So Neon Genesis is big. I really like Mob Psycho 100.
Ooh, I don't know.
That one's really, really fun.
And can you clarify if this is a TV series?
TV series.
Okay, great.
That is about, it's the same creator of One Punch Man. A boy has like psychic powers, and he's just like really good at it. And it's like really fun and like really silly. And I feel like a lot of anime comedies aren't funny. Is the T is like, I'll be like, I don't know if this just doesn't translate well or like what, or like it's like a different style of humor, but like very seldom will I see an anime comedy. I'm like, okay, this actually makes me laugh. This one really made me laugh. Really enjoyed it. Loved it. What else have I seen? I loved, so this is controversial because this is one of my favorite animes of all time, but it had the worst ending I've ever seen in my life, which is Wonder Egg Priority. Came out a couple of years ago. It's like about these like 4 girls who are like struggling with depression, and they're like fighting the demons, and like it's very sad. It's like very like about like suicide, like all this stuff. And it's like I loved it so much.
Oh no.
And then the ending was genuinely the worst episode of TV I've ever seen in my life. I was so upset.
So disappointed.
And like it's like universally like this was a fumbled ending.
No.
This was
How do you do that? How do you do it? Was it all a dream? They like woke up?
It was like I forget.
Was it like a plot device that didn't work?
It just was like an ending that like left nothing resolved, and like it was like an hour episode, and it was just so full of nothing, and like half of it was a recap, and I was like, it's 10 episodes. Why do we need a recap?
That's so annoying.
So
the saddest thing
frustrating.
Ever. That's so sad.
So Witch Hat Atelier is one of my favorite mangas right now. I love it so much. Oh, and then I got to talk about this manga's fucked up. It will never probably be an anime. Good Night Poon Poon is my favorite manga of all time.
Oh shit!
I read it I like reading stuff that I go, yeah, that's sad. And I love a sad anime. I really do. I love a comedy movie, but I love a sad anime.
You love a sad anime.
I love a sad anime where like someone's really pathetic. And Goodnight Poon Poon is so fucked up, and I loved it so much. And I like when like animes and manga are like talking about like fucked up men, but it's not into like, oh, I'm so tortured, I'm blah blah blah, but it's actually like making fun of that.
Yes.
And I like, because I like that trope, but I don't like when that person is rewarded, and I like when they are not rewarded. And I felt like a Goodnight Poon Poon, I won't spoil anything, they are not rewarded, and it's so good. I read the entire thing in like a week.
My favorite manga as a teen is so like the opposite. It was Mars.
Okay.
Which is literally a guy who's like, I'm so like complicated. And I'm like gonna be terrible to my girlfriend. Yeah. And like I'm gonna be on my motorcycle. And I was like, yes, I love it.
Into it.
I mean, I loved like what was it, Princess Utena, I think it was called, and like, or it's just like lesbian stuff. Like I love like a good gay story.
There's a lot of those in anime.
There's a lot of them, but they're very male gazy, which is tough. Like the Yuri Yaoi stuff. I'm outing myself here, and yeah.
You were the host of the Anime Expo at the beautiful Los Angeles Convention Center for the stand-up section.
So I, for the past 2 years, hosted the stand-up competition at
like stand-up comedy.
Like stand-up comedy, where there was auditions, and then for those auditions, we selected people, and then they performed at the LA Convention Center for a crowd of, I think it's 1,400 people is the max.
Oh my god!
So it's still the biggest place I've ever performed in. I've done some stuff, and it is like truly so fun every year, but it is also so chaotic. But yeah, I host it every year. And now I hope.
So is the stand up about? It's like anime themed.
Yeah, it's like anime themed. It's like like theoretically they're talking about like anime and like stuff they love and like, you know, cool. Like the stuff they can't joke about like at the end.
Yeah,
I've low key been like, I need to find like a romance book convention and be like, I'll do stand up because I have so many thoughts about like niche things.
But like the normal person wouldn't get it.
I can't just like go to Flappers and do that. I need to like do this like an ACOTAR.
Yeah.
And that's why it's good. That's why this is good. Is because it's like this is the space, and like people will laugh at your niche joke.
Are these are comedians doing this? Like it's not just like anime fans who want to try stand up.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because they have to audition.
You do have to audition. You do have to audition. I'm trying to be careful with what I'm saying.
Okay.
You do have to audition, and most of them are not comedians, to my understanding. Most of them are anime fans. And then there is, to my understanding, like an anime stand-up circuit. I'm not involved in this. But there's like people who go to different anime conventions and perform stand-up there out kind of across the country.
There's also like anime band circuit. I know someone who's done that.
And like the like idols that do the same thing, like maid cafes. I went to a maid cafe this year. It was crazy. And so like they don't like do like I never run into any of them except maybe one person that like does stand up like in the LA scene. Like never seen them at like Nico's or like the Elysium or like any of these places. Like they're only like on these anime places.
What was it like?
First year or second year? Because those are
your choice.
Remarkably different shit. Well, so, okay, I'll start with second year because that's easy. Second year was great. Well, no, I should start with first year. So the first year, and I'm being very careful when I'm looking directly in the camera when I say this, that I do not speak for SPJA, which is the corporation that runs Anime Expo, and that my thoughts are my own. And now that I've said that, the first year was really, really bad. The first year, so what had happened is I got hired from a friend to host the stand-up comedy competition, right? And I'd been to Anime Expo like 2 years before that, just like as a fan. I auditioned, but I didn't get in because like, frankly, my jokes didn't have any anime in them. And I said, hey, you know what? That's fair.
That's fair.
That's so fair. You know, because I was new to stand up and I was nervous and I was like, I don't want to do untested material right now. Because like what I didn't realize is like there's the auditions, right? And you would think that like auditions where random people are just going up, there wouldn't be a huge audience, but it's still like a 400 person audience that just like shows up to watch these auditions. Really, these people will go to anything.
Wow.
I don't mean that like in a mean way, but like I would never go to a comedy competition
That's what it is
audition.
to be in like a niche fandom. It's something at core. It's like people will show up for
this. And like they have no stake in the game. They're not like, they just want to like see it.
400 people.
400 people in like this little room. So I get the job and I'm like, great. Because I do stand up in LA and they're like, we'll do it. I'm like, I like anime, blah, 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 blah. And they specifically wanted someone who was like new, because I guess there's this team that had been running it for like 13 years, like started the thing. They all got booted or something. I really don't know, to be quite honest. And I got hired on a couple months before.
Also, can I just shout out that you went from not even making it through the audition to being asked to host the event.
That's the thing, is it's like the lesson here is don't do anime jokes, because then you'll get paid to be there next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, then it's like you get a job out of it.
You get a job.
These losers won the competition. I'm getting paid.
You're getting paid.
So fuck you. But and so I get to the thing and I'm like, I go alone because I don't know anyone at the convention. I am unfamiliar with the community. I just like, I'm a fan of anime. I'm very casual at this point. I'm just like, well, I'll go to the room. We're going to see what happens. I'm sure my boss will be there. My boss wasn't there. I know this, but I was not hosting the competition. I was running the competition.
Oh my God.
And so I was a little unprepared, to be quite honest. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. And before we get, so it's like the way it's set up is it's like tables and then an audience section. I'm like, why are there tables at a fucking comedy show? It's so weird. And it was like, it would look like they were just playing Dungeons and Dragons earlier.
Oh my God.
And then there's like a table that I was sitting at, and I was supposed to have 2 judges who were just volunteers. They did not know what they were doing. And I was like, you know what we're doing? And they're like, we don't know what we're doing. And I was like, love this. And I was like so nervous. People start filing in. I'm like, okay, we'll have people line up. They'll just audition. It'll be whatever. Before we start the auditions, this guy comes up to me. I hate this guy with a passion. And if he listens to this, fuck you. He comes up to me and he's like, hey, nice to meet you. I forget his name. He's unimportant. And he goes, just so you know, everyone here is pissed at you. The last people who've been hosting this got fired without notice. It was super unfair. Everyone here is expecting them. And so the fact that they're not here, they're pissed about. They're probably going to heckle you and be upset.
It sounds like
just so you know.
An 80s movie.
I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, okay. And he's like, just so you know. And then I find out this guy's been recording the entire thing and like posted shit to Twitter. So anyways, what happened?
That sounds like
is I am like going by this seat of my, what is it? Whatever the fuck is seat of my pants, whatever the fuck the expression is. And I am like really like, I don't know what I'm doing. We start the thing. I go, okay, everyone gets a minute to do it so we can get a bunch of people. And everyone's like, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, what? And they're like, we saw on the website 2 minutes. And I'm like,
God.
Well, I was told a minute, so we're going to do a minute. Rah, 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 rah. Like everyone's like really pissed off. And people are thrown off. Oh, well, I'm under the opinion that if you can't make me laugh in a minute, you're not going to make me laugh by the second minute.
No, 1 minute.
Frankly, if you need 2 minutes to make me laugh, you can do one joke. Just do one joke. I'm not expecting anything crazy. And
also, you didn't know you had to run this.
I didn't know I had to run this. So I'm like running it. I'm like trying to like do jokes up top, but it's weird. The vibes are so fucking weird.
This is just the audition?
This is just the audition. It's like 90% men who are auditioning, and they're all like really, for the most part, they look like they're not great to women. And so the show starts. We have it one of the together. I'm kind of like, I'm going to kind of do like a thing where I will interact with people. I'll do, host mode where you do like jokes in between. You like try to help the person out if they did badly. You riff. You riff. I'm like, I'm going to riff. And people come up, they're like doing a thing. I'm like riffing and they like look, someone bombs. I like try to be like, oh, tell me more about this. To like give them a chance to like redeem themselves, get a laugh. And they look at me, they're just like, what? I'm like, oh my God. And like, frankly, most of it was so horrendous that I was like truly shocked. There were so many just like incel jokes and jokes about underage girls that I was so uncomfortable by. And like all these things that I was like, this is just like, what are we doing here? That like the people I chose, it's like I struggled to really narrow it down because I was like, these people have And like, to be fair, these are anime fans at an anime convention. Like, no shit.
Right.
Some of them do not know not to fucking say the R slur in 10 o'clock on a Thursday.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? And I'm
know.
like sitting up here and I'm like, oh my God. And it's so bad. I go home that night. It's because it's so poorly run. I'm like, I'm going to choose people. And I didn't know this, but I guess people that get like regularly chosen every year, that do it every single year,
No.
I didn't choose because I didn't think their audition was funny.
You were set up for failure.
I was set up for failure. And so I go home and I'm like, I'm really curious what people are saying. I'm just going to look up on Twitter.
Oh, no.
You know, and that was the worst mistake I made. There's like a video of me. And,
No.
like, the caption is like, they're ruining the stand-up competition. There's like
Getting canceled.
There's like takedown style videos of like a guy behind a green screen being like, yeah, this is my issue with the stand-up comedy competition. They ruined my community. And I'm like, what the
She
fuck?
did not ruin your
I didn't know. And then like Reddit is like blowing up, being like, how the fuck did they do this? They're ruining it. I'm not going to the show.
Alice.
Blah, 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 blah. And it's like so fucking aggressive. And I am like, I feel terrible. I am like so sad about it because I'm like, guys, I'm not famous enough to get canceled.
No.
Why is this? Because also, now that I'm looking back on it, this is the stand-up comedy competition at Anime Expo.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Like, what are we doing that like we're up in arms
Doesn't
about
have to be
this?
that serious.
You can see me getting really upset. So that's the first day, and then the second day, and I'm like, I'm dreading the actual show.
Oh.
And the show, I didn't know. I thought it was like for like 500 people. I get told the maximum capacity is like 1,400. And I'm like,
Oh my
there's frankly
God.
no fucking way that this thing's gonna fill out. There's like no way.
1,400 is chaos. That's chaos.
1,400 people are gonna come watch a comedy show. I'm like, there's no way, right? I select people. I do think the comics are funny that I've selected. I'm like, you know
And
what?
how many do you have to select? How many are in the competition?
Originally, we selected 12, and then we narrowed it down to 7 on Friday, and then those 7 performed. I couldn't do that. So I just selected 7,
Yeah.
and those people just performed. And we just cut one of the days and just
Yeah.
had it kind of like a whatever.
Yeah.
And people, like an open mic. And on Saturday, I am like freaking out because like
Yeah.
I am like, these people hate me. Like, what do I do? And then
I think it's amazing you didn't quit.
I was going to say, I just wouldn't show up the next
I
day.
got signed a contract.
It doesn't.
I got paid. I wanted to get paid.
Signed a
I
contract.
wanted the
guess.
money.
Yeah.
And to me, the money was worth more.
Then that's good. If you're getting
Good for
paid a
you.
decent
To be
amount.
quite honest with you,
getting
I
paid.
wanted the money, and that was my reason.
That's like you're
Yeah.
getting paid. Like,
And
you're
also,
doing
I
a
was like,
job.
it's like, you know, the thing when you're like a stand-up and you're nervous. It's like you do the first joke, you know immediately how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you do that first joke. If you get a big laugh, great, you're safe. You're
Yeah.
fine for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't, okay, you know what kind of night you're in for. So I like the entire time was like, I just got to get this first laugh. I just got to do this thing. I am like, I'm judging the entire competition because the volunteers don't know what they're doing. I am like just hanging out, like, and it's not like the volunteers' fault. It's just like I don't think they were told that they would be judges until like the day before,
Yeah.
and they were very excited. They were very helpful. They were very nice, and like I think the team was like incredibly helpful. But like none of us like there was like me struggling, but I also was the one giving orders.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
my God.
I do the show. The show goes so well.
Yay!
I kill at this
Good.
show.
Good.
Hell yeah.
And do you
kill.
open it? You open
I
it?
open it. I do like 8 minutes open.
Great.
I like do material from clubs. I do material that I
Amazing.
wrote.
Amazing.
Because when I walked around the convention, I was like, oh, that's funny. Oh, this, I can make fun
Great.
of this. I can
Great.
do whatever. I'm like, I'll do stuff that they have seen because even if I haven't seen an anime, they've all walked this convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I can do jokes about this. And the show went so well. I like walked off being, and it's like a crazy feeling, like 1,400 people laughing at a joke here.
Yeah.
It is like actually insane.
Yeah.
It is like I do that, and then I'm like, that's crazy. That is a crazy feeling. And after the show, I have like these people come up to me who I guess are like the Redditors and the incellers, all these things, who came to the show hoping I'd fail. And they came up to me and they go, hey, I want you to know I'm so sorry for saying all this stuff online. You did really well. You know, my bad. It wasn't personal. I was just frustrated at the system. And I'm like, it seemed like you were frustrated at me,
Yeah.
first of all. But whatever. And like people were sending me DMs and like all this stuff. And then I go, this is the crazy part. I get invited to this after party on top of a Westin And it's the worst party I've ever been to in my life because it's on the rooftop of a Westin. Everyone's drunk. There's 2 DJs that are like in the same area playing opposing music.
Great.
And
cool.
they're not like anime themed. It's like one's got Lady Gaga, one's got like loud club music. And I'm like, these guys, can we pick one? You know? And at this thing, the people who used to run it come up to me and they're like, hey, we saw the show. So good. Glad it's in good hands.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. And I was like, and they were like, we were fucked. And I was like, I don't care. Like, frankly, like I was very like cordial, but like, I'm sorry you were fucked, but like,
You're like, this has literally
that has nothing to do with me. I don't like, that sucks. But like, what do I don't know you. We've never met.
And I think this is true in any big community. I mean, like there's stories like this in the Star Wars community. There's stories like this in the horror community. Like any giant like fandom, it's so wild. And honestly, like it's something that I like about it, but is crazy in like when you're confronted with it, the like deep politics of the thing.
It's insane. I had no clue. I really had no clue.
You really walked into like
I felt like I was
a town hall.
I think that's the difference between also like because there's like being an obsessive person and loving something, being obsession, and then there's the fandom. And I, as a grown woman now, I love stepping away from fandoms and being like, I am actually not a part of this fandom because y'all are fucking feral, crazy psychos with no media literacy, like psychotic.
Yeah, when you're like on Reddit tearing down someone who is just hired to do a job the best they can, that's your moment to take a step back. Or actually, when you walk up to someone and be like, just so you know, everyone here fucking.
I was insane. Well, what was insane is I like looked at like these people's profiles who were like being horrific, and I was like, all right, well, who do they like? And it's like all like anime body pillows and all this shit.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, so fuck you. You're clearly fucking your pillow. I don't know why I'm offended here, really.
Crazy.
But like, it gets to you. And I felt so sad. And I was like,
negativity.
There's a lot of negativity for something and it was also like a good lesson of like, I can't really defend myself here because it just will not help at all. And but here's a fun thing I learned about myself and the people that I gravitate towards.
Great.
Yes.
The furries love me.
Wow.
I think that's awesome.
Furries,
Yes.
I could
It's
show
a very inclusive community.
so inclusive. I took pictures after that show with like so many people in fursuits, and they're like, "Can we get a picture with you?" And I was like, "Yes, please." And there are pictures out there of me with furries.
I love it.
And I want to get so clear. I love the furries so much. They are so kind. I think they're so fun. I love.
They get a bad reputation.
They get a bad reputation. I think there's like this reputation that they're all like these sexual perverts.
Like weirdos.
No, they just like their little thing. And let them have their little
Don't we
thing.
all just like our little
Just
thing?
like a little thing. And I love the furries. I'm not a furry, but I want to speak. I want to be queen of the furries. I want to speak for the furries.
Yes.
I want to be like their Congress
That's so
person.
special.
I love them so much. They're so friendly. Every time I have a clip that goes like semi-viral, 90% of the people, it's like these furry trans people. I'm always like on board.
cool.
They got like My Little Pony shit on their Instagram, and I'm like, hell yeah,
it's so cute.
you're a chiller. You're probably a little hard to talk to, but like you're a chiller, and
my
that's
God.
okay.
I think that's great. And they found you and they love you.
They love me.
And it's time
of
you
the
really
furries.
needed love.
Pretty much most of the people that follow me that I don't follow back are like furries.
I'm dying. That is so
I would
sweet.
say.
That's so, and that's the beautiful part about fandom. Because I'll bring it back. I feel guilty that I said everyone, not everyone but it can get the
but it
toxic
can get
part of
so
fandom.
crazy.
It can get very toxic.
Especially with anime, which is so
Yeah.
male driven.
Yeah, that's really frustrating.
It can get very toxic in a lot of these fandoms.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Alice. Oh, I'm sure we've only like touched the tip of the
No,
iceberg.
it's there's
I will
definitely more, but that
say-
was like the main.
And I want to end, or as we like wrap up our
Yeah, that's right.
conversation, it's like, what do you truly love about anime? Like if some, and then I would say like, give us a little anime starter kit for someone who has maybe never seen one or something.
Yeah.
Where to start.
So what I love about it is, I mean, this is like a lot of animation, I feel like nowadays is really striving towards this kind of grounded comedy. that I feel is almost detrimental to animation, where it's like trying to get realistic features. It's like we're just showing families doing things, and it's like other than like some kid shows, there's very little stretching of the medium. There's very little like, this is animation. We're really gonna like do things that we physically cannot film. You know, like
Cool.
I love King of the Hill. I love The Simpsons. These are all things you could just set up a camera and do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? And like, I love that they're animated, and I love that they push that boundary. But like, so many of these like fucking Netflix animated stuff are like, you could have filmed that. You just didn't want to.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it probably was cheaper or easier just to do animation, even though animation is so hard. You know, and I love anime because it's one of the few mediums I find in it that so consistently pushes the boundary of what they can do story-wise and utilizes that media. And like, I think like we were talking about like stuff like Akira and like Neon Genesis and like even stuff like I Love Chainsaw Man, like Attack on Titan, and like, you know, I just watched like Frieren and like all these animes that are like, we're doing things that like are really beautiful or to storytelling. It's also not confined to one genre. It is just like an animation style. It is like every single time they are doing something that says this is why this is animated and this is why it's not just film. And very seldom will I see an anime that you could just like set up a camera and have with real people. I love that about anime. I really love it.
Amazing. That's a great answer.
And then my starter pack.
Yes.
Is what would I say? You're so fine. I would say stay away from like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, all these big ones because it's really overwhelming. And I think if I say watch this show and you've never seen it and it's 700 episodes, you're gonna go fuck you.
Right? Sure.
You're gonna go fuck you. And I think people who are like, Naruto's a great starter anime. I'm like, no, it's not. It's 1,000 episodes. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like insane. I think Attack on Titan is a good starter one.
Yeah.
I do. I think that is a really good one. I think Neon Genesis is really good. I think Hunter x Hunter is really fun. I think it's a little problematic in my opinion, but I think it's really fun. I would say Sailor Moon is really classic. Sailor Moon is a really good anime. Sailor Moon is also very non-committal, which I like. So you can just like throw it up and watch it at any point in time.
That's so great.
And it gets so crazy the more like it goes on and they have the different series and all that stuff. What is that? That's like 4. What do you think? Like, do you have like?
do you think like Studio Ghibli?
I think Studio Ghibli is great.
Absolutely.
I feel like because that was like my total gateway into like Kiki's Delivery Service.
Kiki's Delivery Service is phenomenal.
Yeah,
super good gateway. I think Howl's Moving Castle is really good. I think that's
Spirited Away.
Perfect Blue. I think.
Which one?
Perfect Blue.
I don't know Perfect Blue.
It's a really tame anime. You watch it and it's really cozy and it's not at all. That's not at all.
Oh, it's not?
It's really fucked up.
Oh my
it's
God.
Really not
I got to give a moment
user-friendly.
and say that I think Digimon is.
Digimon, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, I mean, God, like there's so much to say about Digimon, but I think Digimon is like a wonderful example of like storytelling, and it's so much more than a kid's show. Digimon is beautiful.
Is it a Pokemon spinoff?
No, it's
You
not.
can't even say that. That's fucked up of you to say. That's fucked up of you to say.
I thought that my whole life.
Man, I can't believe we're getting it. Okay. No, Digimon's incredible. Alice, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Where
Oh my
can
God, thank you.
people find you?
You can follow me at Alice Brenner _ on Instagram and most things. You can see me at UCB for Mod Night, and hopefully, unless I get fired for this, you will see me next year at Anime Expo.
You better believe it.
And I will say, if you are queer and you are a woman, or any of the above, if you are not like a straight white man, for the love of God, please come audition. For the love of God.
Okay,
I
love
need
it.
it so bad.
Yes.
That's my plea for next year.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my cool. Well, you can follow me at Katherine Bourne Taylor.
You can follow me at Nina _Concepcion.
And you can follow us on Instagram or all the things for our show at obsessed _ the show.
Yes. We have a comedy show in Atwater Village in LA the third Monday of every month. Come out, check it out. If you're an obsessed little freak like we are.
It's so fun. It's such a fun show.
Stay obsessed, you little freak.
Obsessed. Thanks, furries.
Find more great shows and see what's behind it all at backdrop.fm.